Hey there, boys. Talking about health. Extremely important. Want you to know my thoughts on health. Number one is it's a lifelong pursuit. So don't worry about the size of your body, tall or short, fat or thin. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the color of your hair, the color of your skin. When it comes to your overall health, what you want to focus on is that if you want to live as long as possible, 70, 80 years. For me, I really want to live to triple digits. I want to live to 100, just so I can be like, hey, I made it to triple digits. I lived 100 years. And so with that means that I'm going to be very active. I like lifting weights. It's something I enjoy doing. I know that's meant to be good for my bones. By putting that resistance on my bones, it's going to make them stronger. So hopefully I can avoid osteoporosis, or I can avoid arthritis. At the same time, I like to mix it up because I get kind of bored. You know me. So I'll play basketball, I'll play volleyball, I'll run long distance, I'll run short distance, I'll do sprints with the parachute. I have the tractor tire, the sledgehammer. I enjoy a variety of different exercises. And so find something that works for you. Being active is, whether it's standing up here at the office and just doing some leg lifts, boom, 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 or like me, having a 35-pound weight, it's totally your choice. It's what you want to do. If you want to go for a hike, you want to go for a walk, if you want to do karate or taekwondo. Right now, Ryan's in taekwondo. So do what you feel is enjoyable. So even though it is work, it is exercise, you want to choose something that you're going to enjoy doing, or else you'll really avoid it. I know so many people that are like, I hate running, but then that's the choice of exercise that they decide to use in order to stay fit. And so they're pushing against way too hard of things. Number one, they don't like the exercise, and number two, they don't like exercise is tough. So it's like a double whammy. The other thing, of course, part of health is then what goes in the fat gapper. So this one I think of is, what's good, what's healthy. It's those that are things coming up from the ground. Cereal doesn't come up from the ground. So fruits, vegetables, meat, a right mix of meat, and understand your own body. Some people could live a lifelong, a very long life having red meat every single day. Probably not you. Look at your ancestors, look at your ethnicity. What was their, genetic makeup? What did they survive on? For us, Korean, Chinese, and we're more Southern Chinese, a lot of seafood. And so not a ton of cow. And so for us, red meat probably isn't the best. And so just understand that as you choose an active lifestyle, then look at what's going inside your body. And you know me, I eat a huge amount of quantity, and so that can kind of play against me a little bit. But I love eating, and so I'm not going to do some crazy diets like get rid of all of that, get rid of all of that. I just can't do that. Just to get rid of sugar, it's so bad for you. No, I'm gonna enjoy eating, and so I'm not gonna totally avoid all those things. Lactose doesn't necessarily, agree with me, though I love it. And so I've slowly had to, whittle out cheese. And so understand that your body changes, and that's okay to be able to change your diet. And again, when I say diet, I mean what you're just be conscious about what you're putting into your body. And one of the things that Ryan recently did was he, for an entire week, went vegetarian, and then the following week went vegan. And number one, he found out how difficult it was, and two, then he was able to make a decision for himself that he's going to be an omnivore, have a little bit of everything. And so I think it's important to be able to just have a look at our overall diets and make sure that we're being conscious, aware of what's going into our bodies. And then number two is being aware of how active we are. So in classic Sherman dad style, here we go. Here's some leg lifts. You can see that. Staying active. Don't get stuck behind a desk too long, or else you get fat. Because it's just not a very active lifestyle. So dad's out.